So I believe that as many scientists, as many physicians in the world say, like the prominent Antonino Zichichi, the Darwinist theory is a fake because it cannot be proved. So the proof that this theory is not verified can be seen in the Italian textbooks, where the evolution theory is supported by real fake news, by real lies. So this means that they have to say lies in order to make it credible. So, for sure, and the main example is one of Lucy, which is a real fake, because in 1999 it was proved that its body belongs to the one of a monkey, and only the 40% of it was actually found out by the researchers. So it's a real fake, but in the Italian books, in the Italian school books, it is reported. And I could make many other examples, but I want to mention just one, which is the one of Henkel, who was a German scientist and that created the theory of recapitulation. This is the biggest scientific fake of the history. Why? Because he was pretending to prove that the embryons were developing and having an evolution until they become something else, until they become human. And so he painted by himself this evolution, and finally this justified abortion, saying that there is no human being before, that the first stage of a human being is not a human being yet. So this was a very big fake. So what is the consequence of all these theories? The consequence is that many young people are growing up with this kind of examples and with this kind of beliefs. So they will grow up having a fake representation of life and a fake representation of truth. Another big fake is the so-called Neanderthal man, which they tell us that he was the stage before the Sapiens Sapiens man, but now it has been proved as well that there are no difference between us and him, so he's just a normal human being. In Italy, we were now able to translate the books of Jan Stanford, the famous genetist, who was able, with his studies, to prove that the man is experiencing a degeneration and not an evolution. So Stanford destroyed Darwin theory. Why? Because with his studies that were published by Cornell University, he was able to prove that human being cannot be older than 6,000 years. So that destroyed the Darwinist theory. Stanford was an atheist and was an evolutionist, but then his friend Francis Collins, that was working with him, became a believer, so Stanford decided to start his studies. So, and this is the reason why many atheist people then start dealing with science, then finally become believers. And after Stanford, I want to mention Anthony Flew, that he was a very famous atheist science philosopher. So, in 2004, he stood up in New York saying, my studies of the past 50 years were a mistake, God is existing, and this is proved, and so he destroyed all the atheist beliefs. So the fight against Darwinism is keeping on, but now the time has come. We have to unify and to bring back the light and God to all the human beings.